What's going on, Brisky?
There you go. There you go.
How y'all doing, man?
Not much. What's going
What's up,
on?
man? Cooling.
There you go.
We got it.
How y'all
Gotta
doing,
help
man?
him.
What's going on, fellas?
Oh man, not much, man. Just talking about this college football playoff, man, and everything that's going on with it. I'm ask you just real quickly, since you just hopped up here, since we were just talking about SMU and Penn State, who you got winning?
Man, honestly, I heard y'all talking about it, man. The bigger thing with me is more like James Franklin. I don't think it's Penn State. I think it's James Franklin. Can James Franklin win a big game? Ever since he's been at Ohio State, at Penn State, anybody that proposed a challenge, he can't beat them. He can't beat Michigan. They proposed a challenge. He can't beat Ohio State. They proposed a challenge. If they had played Indiana put up any kind of fight, I don't think they would have beat Indiana. If Indiana played them like they played Ohio State the first quarter, I don't think they beat Indiana. So can James Franklin win the game? Like, can he win a big game? Everybody that proposed a threat or put up a fight against Penn State since he's been there, they lost. They lost all them games. So it ain't the kids. I don't think it's the program. I think it's more the coach. Can the coach get the team over the hump? So SMU, they showed me a heart, or was it Clemson letting them get back in the game to keep Alabama out of the playoff? It's one or the two. It's a Dabo thing. If it was a Dabo thing, or was it SMU that much better than Clemson? Because I don't see SMU being that much better than Clemson, coming down from 17 points down, and then you make it run all the way back. It's Clemson went into a vanilla offense to let them get back in the game, and they actually stopped playing defense. So I love SMU. I like the fighting SMU. I just don't know if SMU have the firepower or have the manpower to bounce up against Penn State. Teams like SMU, Penn State will try to bully them, play bully ball against a team like SMU because they know they got more strength. They'll be playing a home game. It'll be a cold weather factor, and James Franklin won't be afraid of them.
Yeah,
So,
I think what you said that was really, really interesting, man. Did he let him get back in the game? I don't know if he necessarily let him get back in the game, but I still believe in some way that could be true. But what's so funny about all that is that the way he was cheerleading for them at the end of the game, that is a playoff team right there. That is a playoff team. They need to be in there. You can tell he wanted them in there instead of Alabama. He knew he knew what he was doing.
He lobbying for his conference, man.
It's not
Man,
lobbying
you ain't
for
thinking
his
about your
conference.
conference. You ain't never did that no other time in no ACC championship game.
It's not lobbying for your conference.
You want him to say Alabama should be in there?
No, just say, oh, that was a good team and move on. We won championship.
You got to think about it like this.
We beat them. We may end up
every other time when you won the ACC championship game.
No,
but
I'm
all
saying
of a sudden now,
he's lobbying
because
for his conference for one reason.
I just beat
fellas.
a team. I just beat a team.
No, fellas.
I want to play them again.
Exactly. That's what it's about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand
He wanted them in the playoff, hoping that they put him on the same bracket. And then they get a first round matchup with those guys. Or if he get a weak first round matchup and then he get back in the conference and fight the second round with those guys.
Exactly.
Put them on my side. We get this easy bye. We'll get this bye. And then the next week, if they win the game, then we'll play them again. If they put us on our conference, then that give us an easy run to the semifinals.
For sure.
That's why he was lobbying for him. You put Alabama in there, and then now you stick me and Alabama on the same side. I can't make it past week 2.
And it's only going to expose what he has not been doing in recruiting. Only thing he's trying to do is lobby and say, look what I'm doing, and I'm building a team, and I'm not even going out here getting transfers and all that. Look, we made it to we was 2 wins away from winning that championship game. See, I don't need to go to the transfer portal. Come to Clemson. That's all the thing he wants to do. But the way he's doing things, he's going to turn into a dinosaur, and he won't have a job in the next 3 years if he keep going at the rate he's going. Maybe even 2.
I think he want to win it, man.
But the problem with Dabo,
everybody wants to win it.
Dabo do take transfers. He take transfer, but he's only going to take so many transfers, 1 or 2, maybe 3 transfers a year. He's not going to go in the portal, kind of like Coach Prime, and had to revamp a team through the portal because he couldn't get the recruits. So he's not going to go in the portal and try to pay a high-price defensive end to come rush off the edge. I mean, that part I like about him. I ain't going to tell you no lie. Unless it's one of those guys coming out of South Carolina, jump in the portal, you don't need to go out there and pay $12, $13 million for no defense end. Clemson signs them. They go for they 4 high 4-star, 5-star. They play defense with Clemson. I'm liking now. I mean, you gotta think about it. We went in the portal and brought in some guys, and we already had talented guys on our team. The portal guys didn't perform well. Our guys had to come in and play, and then they actually plays better. So why not just recruit the guys that you have? You trust them, and when you find out they can't play, then you go get somebody in the portal. But don't recruit them. Don't play them. Go get somebody in the portal because they play a little bit better. Shit, you got them on the roster, man. Play them. We got to find out what you got in the kid before you go out there and bring another kid and put in front of that kid. And then next season, we lose that kid in the transfer portal. We lose a lot of kids in the portal because we bringing in kids that I think that like even the Jeremiah Bernard is a good kid. But I guarantee you, there's some kids on there that we're going to lose in the portal. They're probably better than him.
I know. He just walked in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He's an hour and 13 minutes late, but I don't see the time. Good brother, my fam, Mr. Jason Walker, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, hold on. For one, let me see what hashtag you got up here. The Atlanta Dream Snow Cone Salesman. Hey, man, that may be your best one yet, man. That may be your best one yet. I like
in
that
the winter, man. This time
I'm just trying to help the people. I'm just a humble servant for the people.
Yeah, we're selling those Jeezy the Snowman cones.
Why they selling snow cones this time of year, Jason?
You don't really have to worry about it.
Ain't that you got to worry about a melter, huh?
I got to sell about 3 or 4 of them.
I know. Let me catch up on these comments real quick. Say, is it true the committee thinking about expanding the playoffs to 14? That's actually true, and I believe it's going to be
happening.
Yeah, that was already in the works either way, but yeah, that's definitely happening. Nick, shout out to Nick and them.
It's not gonna make any difference, man. Well, they put 14, they put 16. I really say,
me personally, need to get rid of those conference championships. Yeah, not get rid of them, but like the automatic bids. That's what they're gonna really get rid of.
Me personally, I think it should be more like the NFL system. You got the NFC and the ALC. You got your North and your South, your East and your West. Just break them down. Whoever wins it, you put them in the playoff. Let them fight it out. Top 4 seeds, everybody will battle out. Boom, you go in the playoff and let them fight it out, man. That's the way I see it. That's about the only way it's gonna make sense. Because if you don't do it like that, you just whoever the top seed in that bracket all year long, whether you 5 and 6, and hell, you the top dog in your bracket. Hey, you make the playoff just like the NFL does. The NFL model. They do it over there in the LCS. They use the NFL model for the LCS. Why we can't do it in the NCAA?
It's kind of hard, man, because like 30 million schools. That's only difference.
It don't matter.
But we gonna see. Only time gonna tell.
Make them get down.
Miss Janet said Clemson knew what they were doing. They did.
Oh yeah.
Keep Bama out.
That's what I said.
Jason said I felt I felt like Dabo took his foot off the gas. He said SMU to make the game close. I think anybody that watched that game felt he did take pedals off. He could have made it more. It could have
he
been
could
more.
have. He could have beat SMU. They could have
But
beat
they
SMU
won
by
by
50.
3.
We know.
Yeah, they could have beat SMU by 50. Like they could have easily blow them out, man.
Well,
They couldn't even get a
been
first
punched.
down.
If he faked that and then end up winning by 3, then he been point shaving his whole career. Then
No, I don't think. Like I said, I don't.
Nobody back in the game to win by 3.
I don't think he let them back in the game and win by 3. He took his foot off the gas and he tried to cruise his way through. And once you let a team like SMU start getting momentum and them kids start believing that they can play with you, it comes hard to stop them.
Yeah, you can't get it back.
Like we played Vandy. Vandy jump out there, they score a touchdown, we throw an interception, they return it for a pick. Then they come back and they stopped us again. Then when we stopped them and then we go score and they kept scoring. At that point, they kept scoring and scoring. Now you feel like, damn shit, I can play with Bama.
Yep, it's just like us against Georgia.
We got
it's the exact same thing.
Hold on, my fault. We got a special guest in the house tonight. The Haven just now realizing I can put the camera on him. We got my goddaughter in the back.
Oh, she sat down then.
No, don't sit down now. Don't sit down.
Nah, man, she all in the mix, man. That's what I'm trying to,
She's like, y'all gotta pay me.
She all in my mix, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, look just like her mother. Thank God she doesn't look like this, man. Thank you, God.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
But look, what we got? This ain't Travis Clemson. They did not want to play Bama. Miss Janet was laughing at your comment. I was laughing at your tag, Jason.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, man. We can talk now. We can talk about a little bit of this transfer portal, man. Just a little bit of this transfer portal. We see a lot. Jason, I forgot the number, and I know it has grown since we last talked. Pause. The number of people that's in the transfer portal. How many people did you tell me like a couple of hours ago that are currently in the transfer portal right now?
3,300 college athletes are in the transfer portal.
Sheesh.
That is crazy. Now imagine like all the.
I wonder what. I was about to say, I wonder what percentage is that of all athletes.
Man, a lot. That's more than that's more than. That's probably more than all the Power 5 conferences. No, I know it's more than the SEC. I know it's more than the ACC. It could be more than the Big Ten. That's a lot of players.
It is.
Matter of fact, how many roster can carry right now? Like 125 players.
Yeah,
that's probably more than every Power 5.
I think legally with the gray shirts is like 120, but it's just all active roster with the red shirts is like 85.
I'm trying to go with the top heavy.
With the gray shirts.
Yeah, I'm
with the gray shirts with the gray shirts and the walk on, I think it's like 120.
So man, that's almost a whole Power 5. Like when the
it's
Power
a whole
4,
league worth of players.
That's a whole league, and we talking about this many guys in the transfer portal, and a lot of them trying to look for situations. I cannot think of my guy's name right now, but I love listening to him, man. He always talking college football. He used to play college football, but now I think he like a coach. But he said what a lot of these guys don't realize when they hit that transfer portal, unless you like one of the top guys, you may not never play college football ever again.
Yeah.
You may never play college football again. You don't have nobody calling you. I wouldn't jump in there, especially if you don't have no film or nothing. Like Caleb Downs can do that. Yes. Those 5 stars that came out last year, they can do that. Folks gonna blow up their phone to try to get them to come there. But if you just been on the bench for like 2 years, developing, don't expect like Ohio State and big time schools to just come knocking your door down. They come holler at you because they're looking at other people too that actually played. So I think it's ridiculous with that number. That ain't what we was talking about with the transfer portal. I just thought it was crazy how that number has grown. Jason, what you said it was the day before?
Like 2 days before, it was like 1,200 people. This is insane.
That's crazy.
And then it just jumped to 33. That is insane, man. That is like insane. So
and
I'm about to say,
so the entire last cycle, 3,900 went in, and we're already at 3,300.
And
I have a question. My question is to Jay: is that just football players, or that just everybody?
No, that's just football. That's just football.
Yeah, because I was looking at last night trying to see how many kids was in the portal. And I just stopped scrolling.
You just stopped?
Yeah, you just stopped scrolling. So check this out. This another perspective is some of these kids are in the portal because the school trying to make room for other portal kids. Because that's what the transfer portal has become now. Now you got kids being dumped in the portal. You know, they having those tough conversations where, hey, I think it's best that you go somewhere else, finish your college career out, so that we can go have roster space to sign some people in the portal. So you're seeing some of that too, man. The schools are starting to play the game, which is a dangerous thing when you really think about it. You go from recruiting kids, rolling out the red carpet to, hey, you need to find somewhere else to play because we got this new toy that we want to bring in and put on our roster. When the schools start doing that, now you're approaching, some dangerous territory. It's already dangerous as it is when kids, they don't want to sit behind nobody. They don't want to develop. They want that instant success. And, that's somebody said, if you don't have no game film, then you probably shouldn't be in the portal. And at first I was like, well, sometimes you got certain situations, but it's true. Like if you ain't got no game film at all, you probably shouldn't be in the portal, man. If you couldn't even get in for the 4 games that they could play you to save your red shirt, then you probably should not be in the portal. And if you are in the portal, you probably should be going somewhere smaller so that you can, you should be transferring down so that you can get on the field.
Yeah, no, I did hear that too. They said a lot of kids were transferring down to the LCS, and some of you turning down to Division 3. So
I'm not mad at a lot of these kids for choosing their destiny, bro. Like, a lot of things can mess up your future in football. And hey, bro, if you got a chance to, oh my God, if you got a chance to like make some moves. Make the moves while you can. Like if you can save your football destiny, man, do it. Cause we seen a lot of coaches mess up with a lot of great talent. And we seen a lot of cold players, man, go to squads and sit on the bench, don't get no chances, or the coaches just don't get it right. They don't utilize these players the correct way. So, I'm with it. Some of these cats, and hey, even with Jason said, you gotta be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real.
You gotta be a dog.
You gotta be a dog, but see,
gotta be a dog.
But sometimes you can be a dog just with the wrong program. Some of these coaches, they got.
That's true.
Man, some of these coaches got they got their people. You know what I'm saying? That they gonna rock with. That they gonna show a lot more favoritism towards, and that happens in a lot of football programs. From high school on up, actually even from little league, pee-wee on up. So, we know how this goes. But yes, shouts to them boys that's actually, the ones that ain't getting no playing time, that ain't just gonna sit around and just, rot on the bench. shout out to them boys who, you know what I'm saying, getting other chances and opportunities at other schools. I ain't mad at that.
That's true.
Go ahead.
I said that's true, but you gotta think like this though, like Ohio State. You can't get a Caleb Down, Brinsky, unless you damn promise Caleb Down that he's gonna start. That you're not getting that guy. So you got this guy behind him that was waiting on his chance. Now he was a 5-star coming in. He hadn't fully development. He's waiting on his shot. This year is his year. But then you bring in Caleb Downs. Now he got to go back to the bench for another year. He's not going to stick around. He's going to transfer. So he was waiting on that shot, and Caleb Downs come in. Now he got to transfer out. He got to go somewhere else, try to make another name for himself somewhere else. So that's just the biggie issue, man. That's why I say on certain aspects about Dabo I like, and some I don't. Like, okay, you got confidence in your defensive guys. And I mean, one thing I can say for sure, his defense has never slacked. Like when he recruits you and he say you my guy, his defense don't slack. He had problems on offense. Now he should have went in the portal and got some offensive lineman, got quarterback, she got better running back. But the defensive side of the ball, what he was talking about, he was saying on defense, if you can't play at the school you with, why should I get you? If you coming off the bench for them, what good you gonna do me? If you can't cut the starting roster there, you can't cut it here. And I'm with him on that. Like defense, defensive wise, I'm with you on that. I can understand that. But offensive wise, when you got a quarterback out here, like what his name, but in Oregon, whatever the kid name, Gabriel, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
That dude jump in the portal, and all you were missing from last cycle was a decent quarterback, and you don't offer the guy anything. Right. When you know he's proven himself from USF, from UCF to Oklahoma, not in Oregon. All he did was get better and better on every stop he took. Hey man, at least offer the kid. Bring him in at your program, see that you're trying to do something different on offense. Now that's the flap that he's taking. But on defense, I'm with him. If I recruited you and I say you the guy and you coming to play for me on defense, I'm not going in the port and get a backup. I'm gonna just deal with the backup I already have.
Right.
Absolutely. Man, it's gonna be very, very interesting. This cycle, just seeing where a lot of these guys land. I know we got Texas up here. That little girl look just like her mother, thank God, once again. But what I was just about to say, I want you guys to just tell me, because I know we got mostly Alabama fans up here, one Auburn fan, one Texas fan. Who that you see in this transfer portal right now, I'm probably start with. But since it's more Alabama, unless Tez you ready, is somebody you want that you want to portal right now that is on your wish list that you want on your team right now. If you don't know anybody, at least a need that you guys need to go with.
Man, of course we need offensive linemen. We need tackles, as does every other school in the country. They're just hard to come by in the portal. You know what I mean? Like, especially good ones, because teams don't get rid of good offensive linemen when they get them. So, as far as skill positions, probably Hardy, running back from Louisiana Monroe. He shows some interest. Number one running back in the transfer portal right now. He shows some interest in Auburn. And then Singleton, the wide receiver from Georgia Tech. But we got a fan Georgia offer him. Hopefully.
Well, that was confirmed earlier that Georgia's not a real contender.
Oh, okay.
So this comes out of his mouth.
We'll take him. My only fear is, like, with us getting receivers out the portals, will it scare off some of the young receivers that we already got? We haven't got a chance to see them on the field yet. So, but other than that, man, like, there's no quarterback. I know Malik Murphy hit the portal. Big quarterback, recruited by Texas. Not mobile at all. So I don't know how that works in our system at all. So I know he's scheduled a visit, but there's no quarterback that just moves the needle for me, honestly, in the portal just yet. Yeah, like I said when this season ended, like we talked a lot about Peyton Thorne, but when we get to the portal, we're gonna be held hostage by Peyton Thorne stats: 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And now we in the portal and we looking at these stats from these quarterbacks, and it's like not much better than that. Much better than that out there. So I don't know.
Hayden. Okay.
The legendary Peyton Thorne.
I'm not saying
that.
I'm not saying that that's the guy. I'm just saying that we had a lot of complaints about him at quarterback last year. And if you look at his numbers and you start comparing them to the quarterbacks that we're trying to sign, a lot of them hadn't put up the same numbers as Peyton Thorne, or even in the stratosphere as Peyton Thorne, which is crazy.
But
the thing,
what you got to think about Peyton Thorne, bro, is that all those are fabricated numbers.
Try to tell him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's every quarterback, bro. Every quarterback plays inferior competition and runs up stats. It's not just him. So every quarterback you look at,
if you look at
their numbers.
Go ahead, my fault.
No, I'm just saying, every quarterback you look at, when you look at their numbers, it's going to consist of some games against inferior talent where they ball out.
My only question to you is plain and simple: would you take Malik Murphy, or would you keep Peyton Thorne?
We're not keeping Peyton Thorne. He's leaving.
No, I'm saying if you had the opportunity last summer to pick a quarterback.
If I had that opportunity last summer, I would have just played the freshman Walker White. Because we could put up those numbers with a true freshman and get experience rather than a fifth-year senior.
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, when are we going to let the young guys get a shot? When are we going to put them out there? When are we going to trust them?
Man, the only thing I always say about this, man, this is the SEC. You don't really see freshmen go out there. There's a reason why you don't.
Mm-hmm.
In the history of the SEC, there's a reason why you don't see freshmen go out there. That's just me. I'm not trying to put no freshmen out there. You got to be ready for the SEC. The SEC is like a whole different world. You can do that in the Big 10. You can definitely do that in the ACC. You can most definitely do that in the Big 12. But the SEC is just a different conference. Yeah, Ladway doing it.
I was about to say Thorne was a miss. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a transfer quarterback. I have no confidence in this coaching staff to go identify talent right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think about that. Like, this is a guy we went and got from Michigan State.
Sure did.
Based on the season when he had an NFL receiver on his roster and an NFL running back in his offense. So, like, I have no confidence in this staff to go find the guy.
But you said you guys have the guy.
On our roster, I think between Walker White and Deuce Knight, we had
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the coaching staff. You said you have the right people in there. So now you don't have confidence.
I have no confidence in their ability to identify a quarterback out the portal. Yeah, no. Based on what I've seen.
That's messed up, Ted.
I mean, it's fair.
You didn't like Horny Thorny?
Would you want it on your team?
No.
It's not my team, not my problem. I got my own problem. Okay? I got my own problem at quarterback, all right? I got my own set of situations over here.
I would say for a team like Auburn, I would figure they would have went for more like a Sam Hurd coming out of Utah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought they probably like, depending on being their top target. Somebody like Sam Hurd, they're a proven guy that was bagging up. So I mean, he played a whole lot better. I thought you were gonna say him because he went coming out of the transfer portal. He had a high grade, right? I think he was the top quarterback in the transfer portal so far.
I think so. I think so. What is his classification though?
I have no idea. But I think he was the top quarterback in the transfer portal. If he's not the top, he's in the top 5 in the transfer portal. That's what I thought you was gonna say, being that the type of coach you have. He like those stand around that can move a little bit tight, but somebody that really can sling it, like damn Malik Willis, somebody with a big arm type.
Yeah.
But my bad, I ain't mean to start you. I know they're not gonna get the ball Deuce.
No.
I know he's not gonna get the ball Deuce Knight off
For
the
sure
rip.
he's not. For sure he's not.
I thought he was gonna get that gunslinger. He gonna try to go for the gunslinger, try to keep that freeze forward. Because if he don't get a quarterback that can sling the ball, he gonna lose Cam Coleman next year.
Well,
you don't want to get rid of those.
You can see that by what he doing in the run game. Like he had Jarquez, and that running back room is probably gonna be pretty thin. Next year, he's probably gonna pass the ball around a lot more. You're gonna see a lot more down the field passing from Hugh Freeze. I don't think he has a choice. I don't think he has any other option. We won't have
Cam. You got Cam. You got Cam. You got boy from Foley. What's his name?
Perry.
Perry Thompson. 5-star from Foley.
You got Malcolm.
Yeah.
And who was the other guy?
Bryce Kane.
Bryce Kane.
Yeah, Bryce Kane. Not to mention you got what? 2 5-stars in this cycle, or 1 5-star and 1 fringe 5-star.
Right.
Better get a damn quarterback.
You get somebody getting the ball. That's what I'm saying. He had no choice but throw the ball around this year. But then you get Alvin Henderson, who broke every record rushing the ball in Alabama. So
yeah, but that's in the 1A. He played in the 1A with lack of talent around him. Like, I mean, the teams that he played in 1A outside of Leroy, I don't think he did.
Maplesville and
I'm just saying outside of Leroy, like he put up big numbers against Maplesville, and even though he lost, he put up big numbers. Only team that he hadn't put up big numbers in was Leroy last year. Like he didn't have a good game against Leroy. Everybody else he put up what 400 yards.
300 yards, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that one gonna be an interesting one. But since you talking, Coach Carl, I'm about to say, what are somebody you want us to pick up in
honestly transfer portal, man? Me personally,
just
I contend we need offensive linemen like everybody do.
Yeah.
Everybody need
outside of offensive line. We all know we need offensive. Everybody need offensive.
Everybody up here gonna say the same thing.
Besides offensive linemen,
I would say being that Caleb DeBoer and K Womack want to run that 3-3-5 and sometimes that 4-2-5, but they basically run a lot of 3-3-5 stack. I would say we get us a dominant nose. Just seeking you find you a dominant power pushing nose, somebody that's a 2-gapper that can occupy space, take on 2 blocks. That'll free your edges when they come around the rush. That's about it, man. We gotta have to free your mic. You gotta have somebody that can free up your mic and somebody that can free up the edge. So a dominant nose would be something I would say that we need. Everything else, man, we have on the roster. We just got to utilize it. So we have backs on the roster we need to utilize. We have wide receivers on the roster we need to utilize. We have tight ends that we never utilize. Got all the DBs in the world. We got all the linebackers in the world. We just don't have no dominant, like no power dominant nose or a power dominant defensive tackle. James Smith came around late, but we don't have a dominant defensive tackle. We just need somebody that can eat up some blocks. And if they don't double team, we can beat you. Like everybody was saying in the live couple last week or week before last, we don't have a Quinn Williams or a Sean Robinson or a Jonathan Allen on the team.
And you see why those guys are all pros in the NFL. Now, it's a reason why those guys, like during that time, easily still one of my favorite national championship teams, 2015 group of guys, probably one of the most talented group, especially that defense, clearly, because a good portion of those guys are not just all pros and Pro Bowls, they're first teamers.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yep.
But
Piano Man,
Yeah, Payne. Quentin wasn't even playing. That just tells you everything you need to know. Coach, I say Coach Carl. Piano Man was besides offensive lineman. What just anything that you think need or want for the team?
I linebacker. Linebackers. I don't know if it's a need or a want. I think it's a little bit of both. But some linebackers that won't get caught up in the shuffle of things, where they're just as dominant at their spot as you were talking about a dominant nose guard. Because to me, Jahad Campbell is a dog all by himself. But Deontay Lawson didn't match that like he needed to. Then we know he got hurt. So now don't get me wrong, Rusal came in and he did his thing and he's gonna do it, but I still think we need somebody that's gonna be just forceful, just make their presence known and also be that leader of the defense to help keep the edge up, because that's also what's missing is somebody that's going to be on that difference maker in leadership, and to be that dog, to be that voice, to bring them all together and make them all play like dogs. That's what I'm looking at. So, but I think it starts at linebacker for me.
Yeah, I believe so too. Before I go to Jason and DeHaven, the only thing I'll just say mine real quick. I do like the wide receiver out of NC State. That look like that'll be a good little pickup. He looked like he good. Shout out to Jason Jackson. He said, I wish Bama could get that linebacker from North Carolina that's in the portal. I don't even know which linebacker you talk about. What's his name? And I can look him up. Because I don't even remember no linebacker from North Carolina. But based on what you're saying, I trust what you're saying. He must be a dog.
But the thing about the linebacker, Brisket, we got the linebackers on our roster. We just got to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 4 or 5 stars on the roster.
Yeah. And the thing is, the one position I don't want to see even being close to recruited anymore. I was kind of getting pissed off by when we was recruiting was the running back position. When we was recruiting 2 running backs, AK Deer I can live with. We'll definitely take AK. But after that, I didn't expect Turbo to come to us. Shout out to him going to Ohio State, but I didn't expect him to get a lot of burn with us at all in the first 2 years. I didn't expect that because we got Richard Young, we got Justice Haynes, we got Jam Miller, we got Kevin Riley, we got Daniel Hill. And you see how many running backs that is like, and then I just want to know who was doing the recruiting. The one that really I cared nothing about, and I'm glad he went back to where he came from, was a kid from Michigan State. I don't know why we was recruiting him. That was the most annoying recruit that I've seen. And then when he flipped back to Michigan State after saying he committed to Alabama 8 days ago, it didn't bother me one bit. I was like, thank you, because I got tired of seeing, Alabama signs another running back. Well, another running back committed to Alabama. But if it's anything, man, that I like Kelby Collins from Florida, homegrown. That'd be a good little fit for Alabama. So that'd probably be the only one that I say that I want outside of the receiver from North Carolina State. So that should be an interesting pickup. But Jason, what you got for me?
Well, really, if I could go get somebody outside of the people that y'all have already named, I really want to shore up the tight end room. Like, we lost Danny Lewis Jr. CJ Dupree is gone. Robbie Oots is gone. So that leaves really Josh Cuevas with any experience.
They going as like seniors?
They won't be back next year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Gone.
Well, I knew about
Dupree, gone.
I knew about Dupree, but I
Robbie Oots, senior.
Senior.
did not know that.
Danny
Oh, no.
Lewis transferred.
Yeah.
So that just leaves Cuevas. So I think we need somebody to fill in Robbie Oots' role. We need that 6'6", 255-pound person who could just go out there and fill up space and and chip block and everything that nobody wants to do. Because right now we don't have that person on the roster.
I'm about to say, do you like? Well, it all depends. Your type of tight end that people want. Do you want to go out there? You want to get Deuce Robinson out of UFC? You want a pass catching tight end, or do you want a blocking tight end?
We need a blocking tight end because our offensive line ain't worth shit. We got enough 4 stars and 5 stars at wide receiver to catch the ball. I ain't worried about that. We need somebody who's gonna be nasty.
But my guy Jason said Amari Campbell. His production last year is 6 foot, 225 pounds, 72 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. This past season, got 2 years of eligibility left. I have to watch the tape on him, man. He kind of look like he's small, so I just have to watch him. I'm not sure about the brother. Just gotta check him out.
I mean, I want a tight end I know out there was the one with the name, the Gilbert kid.
Eric Gilbert.
The 5-star that's in Nebraska.
He can stay where he
Keep him away. Because he's the one who's not going to play.
Stay right where he at.
That's the only one I know about.
I pray to God his life to get back on track, but no. Because I don't know if you're going to be on the field, man. That's just the only thing. Are you going to be on the field?
So he won't play?
Man, I haven't seen this boy play since like his freshman year at LSU.
Wow.
I don't know what he.
This man probably transferred like 3 or 4 times already, and he's back in the transfer portal.
That's the only one I ever heard of. That's the only one I know.
Yeah, I know Deuce Robinson is backing up, but Deuce Robinson he's a tall kid, 5-star tight end.
We're supposed to be hosting the tight end from Arkansas this weekend.
Yeah. I got to check him out too.
Luke something.
Oh, you're talking about that. You're talking about that big physical bruiser that they had on the edge out there that were molding people.
That's what we need.
Luke Hawk.
Halls or Hawk, something like that.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
See,
just give me that.
A lot of folks talked big about him when he was playing in that Texas game. He kept bullying that defense in on that pin when they ran that pin and pull. He kept pinning that defense in.
Because we don't know what we're gonna have at right tackle.
That is one of the most interesting thing. You're right about that because we really don't know. That was it, man.
Yeah.
I love
put one of them 5-stars, and you got to put one of them 5-star tackles that we get out of the freshman class in there. I mean, you can't get no worse than we did this year. It's growing pains. It's growing pains. I mean, hell, you're gonna put Pritchard back out there and have a senior going through the same thing. Man, just drop a freshman off to go through the growing pain with a freshman. I'd rather die with a freshman and then die with a senior.
They ain't gonna do that to Jalen Milroe.
Miro gone. He should be gone. Please do not come back. Don't waste it. You got. I mean, his status is not gonna get any higher with a weak draft class at quarterback.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get worse next year with the guys coming up next year. So it's gonna be definitely interesting for
It's
him.
gone. They just let Ty Simpson take that punishment for a year.
Hey,
Take that punishment for a year. Let those offensive linemen groom together and get better. Than when Keelan come in there and start, we'll have a solid offensive line. Just
Well,
don't kill your draft. Don't kill your draft stats when ain't no quarterback coming out draft this year. Like you did. Well, he the second or third highest rated quarterback in the draft this year.
Yeah.
Well, y'all hard on the quarterback.
That just be
Wow.
real, bro.
Hey,
Y'all,
the truth in the devil.
this was a
champagne problems,
Heisman candidate. This was a Heisman candidate.
Talking about who, Jalen? Trust me, man. I love Jalen.
I remember
love him to
all the
death.
memes and pictures and the Heisman trophies and all that. And now y'all saying y'all don't want him to come back if he want to come back for another year.
I'm not saying don't come back another year because we don't want him. You go ahead and go pro now because the offense you're gonna have next year with a patched together lineman, with a patched together offensive line, where it may be strong, it may be weak. If it's worse than it is right now, with new people on the line of scrimmage, you're gonna have 4 new people on the line of scrimmage. Only person, well, 3. Only 2 people you know coming back is gonna be the center and your left tackle.
But
that's
it.
it.
What the offense is the quarterback for the offense on the roster right now? You think you?
That's why I say you might well go ahead and let Ty take the punishment. Let somebody, Dylan Lawrence, somebody take that punishment with the new offensive line until they jail. And once they jail, okay, then somebody be back there. But Miro turned pro, he's at the highest he probably gonna get.
Yep. And then these guys are better. That's possible too, but these guys on the roster are better quarterbacks than him, and that's just like better at throwing the ball.
Passers.
They're definitely better passers. So the
offense should look completely different under them than it should under Miro.
It will look more in Caden DeBoer's image of how.
More his image, because on the bigger issue with Jalen is we didn't use our running backs. These quarterbacks on the roster now is not gonna be trying to pull every single thing and run it. They're gonna let the running back take the punishment.
Yeah.
And I forgot before we get up out of here, gentlemen. Like I said, we know this is the holiday season. So, like any tradition in the world, like the holidays, we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, Hanukkah, all that good stuff. We even got the transfer portal. It's a holiday in the transfer portal. It's no other tradition better than this tradition every year. This young man right here, Bear Alexander, in the transfer portal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tradition like no other. This man is always in the portal.
He entered the portal in high school.
He entered the portal in high school. The man went to 5 times. The man has literally never stayed in one spot since his freshman year of high school. Texas. Been in one spot for 2 years. Like I think USC this season was probably the longest he's been somewhere. And he stopped playing with them mid-season and said he planned on entering the transfer portal. But this is his top 3 right now. So shout out to the legendary Bear Alexander. And they somehow made him the number 1 D tackle in the transfer portal, which is crazy to me.
It's because he's 25.
Right.
He's an adult.
For
professional college student.
That's it.
Hey man, it's a lot of old people out in the transfer portal.
Boy, it really is.
I didn't need folks to understand this, man. Like Jason said, man, it's 3,300 folks in the transfer portal. So a lot of these guys will never see a college football field again, playing wise.
They'll never play.
Let me tell you something, guys. please think before you jump into this transfer portal. If you really want to make it to the NFL, the only thing I say is you cannot do this in the NFL. Just because you don't like some, you're not going to be able to like, oh, I'm just going to jump in free agency. No, it does not work like that. If you can't handle it now.
It only work in the NBA.
And it doesn't work in the NBA either because you got to leave.
James Harden do it and put that fat suit on.
Here we go.
Yo,
Next thing you know, he with another team.
James Harden and Kawhi Leonard are the biggest scammers in the damn NBA.
Hey.
Oh, for
Hey.
sure.
But
You
they
got
got
to
to
be one of those guys to be one of those guys.
That is true.
You can't just be one of those guys and think you're going to pull this right now. No, I think Joel Embiid is up there too. My man is taking paychecks.
Yeah.
So he said Otis
But
should. He said
he got a bad team, so I don't blame him. I mean, until you make a trade to give me another superstar on the roster, shit, you take them games off. You get your demands, man. Joel Embiid proved that he playing though.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Got to
true.
do it in the playoffs, though. Just got to do it in the playoffs. Kawhi's legacy is set. I know James and them got to do it in the playoffs, but that's a whole nother story. When they get deep in basketball season, which when it comes to Christmas time, that's when we're gonna really start diving into more basketball. But we're gonna get up out of here and let everybody shout out their channels and all that good stuff.
Hold on, Brinsky. You forgot to ask Texas what he wanted in the transfer portal.
Hey man, all I want in this transfer portal is some weapons for Manning. That's all I want for next year, man. Some weapons.
Y'all got those.
You got one.
Hey, one more. I want them all.
How many weapons you want?
I want the next
CJ
Bijan running back. I want the next Bijan there running back going to step up.
You got him. You got CJ Baxter. He just
Baxter got to come back off the injury. We're gonna see how he pan out. But you know, as far as that, I just want more weapons for Manning. I love what we're doing on defense already. I already know them boys gonna step it up, even the ones that's next up. I'm not worried about the defense. I want more weapons for Manning to be successful for next year. That's all I want.
Man, you sound just like Chris Ross. Chris Ross said, "Man, you want extra cheese on your waffle, man?" Like,
yeah. I want the whole thing, man. I want the Texas special from Waffle House. I want it all.
Man, damn, how many weapons do you need, man? The man got more than enough weapons for next year.
Just like Saban used to do it. Saban used to load his boys up.
Man, we ain't never had no roster like that.
Hey,
not
man,
wide receiver. Not no.
I mean, he had mediocre quarterbacks, but he had some damn good talent around him. I know that much.
With no transfer portal back then. Either.
Yeah, man.
It don't matter, man. We got it now. So look, I just want my boys to snatch them all up, bro.
You want all
Saban had that. Saban had that one time, man. We had that one time, and that came with Jerry Judy, Henry Rhodes, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle. That was it, bro.
That's it.
All right, bro. Look.
Shout out to Rhodes.
I want us to run it up, man. Send the house like on the video game. Send the house. Get them boys on over here.
Boy, some greedy people out there, Brinsky.
I told him he want extra cheese on his waffle, boy.
You can't feed them another thing.
God, no, man. You got Wingo. You got I know you're losing Cook, but you're getting Jamie French. You're getting Khalif Lockett. Those 2 5-stars.
And I got Golden out there.
I don't know how you forgot about Jamie French.
You got Blue.
I forgot about Jamie French. Like,
it was supposed to be him and Ryan
We just
Williams.
talked about French on the last podcast. We just talked about him.
And you want more.
And I want more. And I want more.
Lord,
I want it all.
And the rumor has it Caleb. The rumor has it Caleb Oldham is trying to head your way.
I say don't
go there.
You get lost.
I want them all.
Just put Jamie French back in the portal here. We was his second choice anyway. Send him on.
Hey, let's get French.
That's what I'm saying.
No. We done
start
offered
hitting the
French
portal.
a Hellcat already. He on the way. We don't order him a Hellcat. He on the way.
Damn. They get everything out that motherfucker. They need to cut off that oil, man. Somebody needs to transfer oil out of Texas and put it somewhere else.
And why they at it? They need to take the field out of Oregon. That's
I'm telling
unfair,
you,
too.
Lord have mercy.
Uncle Phil up there.
Oh yeah, he up there wilding.
The man said,
Man,
"Oh, he."
how much?
No, when that man said, "Oh, he."
Well,
he
matter
said
of
he
fact,
gonna-
I'm not
he
mad
gonna-
at Phil Knight because he did the most important thing is just make sure Naeem did not go to Auburn. So that was beautiful.
Damn, Ted, you called a straight?
Man, it's
Hey.
all good. Haters gonna hate.
Called a straight for no reason.
Haters gonna hate.
Hey,
Hey,
it
but
is what it is.
when that man came out and said that Uncle Phil said that I might get he gonna help me get my own shoe. I was like, man, if you offering custom cleats, how you supposed to compete with that?
Hey, you can't compete.
I'm gonna get
Well,
you
you
your
can't
own
compete
shoe.
with it.
Ain't no competing with
Can't
that. You
compete
might
with
well quit.
Man, at 18 years old, my mindset was different. Man said that to me. Boy, I love Alabama, but listen here. Hey, y'all gonna do this for me?
We talking about
Brinsky.
D Field night.
Brinsky, you know
Phil
you
Knight.
still would have went to Alabama, dog.
I would have begged Alabama to
You know
do
how I
this.
know you'd have went to Alabama, Brinsky?
Why?
Because you picked that $5,000 over that $2 million.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this real quick.
Never mind. No, I don't want to go down this
Nope.
rabbit hole. I don't want to go down this
Nope,
rabbit
I'm
hole.
just gonna ask them real quick, and then next week, we're gonna make this a thing. This is gonna be a topic on the show.
So I'm gonna
Would
look
you
at people
take-
differently,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
ask
don't
Piano
want to
Man, Coach Carl, and Taylor. I'm gonna ask y'all this real quick. Would you take $2 million instantly, or would you take $5,000 every week for the rest of your life?
Give me the $5,000.
$5,000.
DeHaven?
Business major.
Muted major.
Ask that question one more time.
You get $2 million up front, or you get $5,000 each week for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
Was it 2 million or 20 million?
No, 20. I pushed it up too high. It was actually 2 million.
It don't matter.
2 million or 5. Wait.
You get $2 million instantly. You get $2 million one time
It
settlement,
don't matter.
or you get $5,000 for the rest of your life every week.
$5,000
Yeah.
every week.
There you go. Hey, but I'm crazy.
Give me my 5 bands a
You
week.
niggas gonna live 3 weeks. Nigga have
Hold on,
$15,000.
DeHaven, how old are you? Right, hold on. Me and DeHaven are 33 years old. So you do the math on $5,000
$5,000
each
a
week.
week. Give me my 5,000. I'll stay in the house. I'm sitting in the house. I ain't
Bruh,
going
You blow that 2 million. Like I said, we're gonna talk about this on next week.
and
Everybody shut up. We
just-
don't really go down the rabbit hole. On
Hey,
this.
money go fast, boy.
I'm
Yeah, I
telling you,
know
they don't
I
believe
know
that.
That's how I know that 5,000 gonna be
Give my
gone.
5 bands a week.
Half of
And
that
and
$2 million going on taxes. So
No,
Yeah, there
all
you
this
go.
is tax free. All this is
There you
tax
go.
free. All
Hey,
this
but
is
that-
tax.
Still 5,000 a week. Give me my 5,000 a week.
in just 3 short years, that 5 band's gonna hit like $20. Gonna be like a $20 bill.
Look.
Right.
We talking
Inflation.
about, we
Right.
talking about 20
always gonna
bands
be
a month.
5,000.
We talking about 20 bands a month.
Yeah.
Give me my 5,000 a week, bro.
So that means it would take.
Man, we're not doing this, Jason.
I ain't
We're
got
not
to work
doing
no
this.
more. I ain't got to work the rest of my life. I ain't
We're
got
not
to work.
doing
And
this.
it's secured.
What you
It's
mean you
secured.
gotta
I ain't
work
got to
no
work the
more?
rest of my life. 5,000 a week. Give me that. I don't want the $2 million up front. I'm like Iverson. Give me my
They
money.
treat $5,000 like it ain't nothing. Nick, you get $5,000 every Friday for
I'm
the
just
rest of your
treating 2
life.
million like it's
Hey, some people ain't making 5,000 a month. Give me my 5,000 a week.
With $2 million, I can
My
make 20
mortgage
bands.
3
a month.
bands.
I'm
I'm
telling
giving my
you,
Ding, ding,
5,000
ding,
if I was making
ding.
$5,000 a week, I'd be in studio right now with this podcast.
We already
Be
told you what
talking
we
y'all
gonna
on
do
the
to
big
you.
screen. Like what
With
y'all
$2
talking?
million, I can make
Chris, we
20
already
bands.
told you what we're gonna do to you. You gonna fuck up all your money trying to keep up.
Hey, that's cool. But guess what? I can invest in it. And if it mess up, guess what? I'm gonna get another fresh $5,000 to invest.
You can't
It's
invest
only-
for $5,000.
You mess
Yeah,
up
but
on that $2 million, you ain't getting that $2 million back.
But,
I can
but
I
think,
can invest the same $5,000 you invest.
but
You're
think
gonna be
about
living
this
week.
though.
You're gonna be living
Think
week to
about
week.
this. They're gonna give you $2 million up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you take the $5,000 a week, at the end of 2 years, you have way more than $2 million.
Exactly.
Okay.
You talk
And
about
this-
100. You talk about 100 weeks. So in 3 years, you already done made an extra $1 million. The fourth year, there's another $1 million. So you made $4 million in 4 years.
Uh-huh.
Just think about it. Just every single year,
Yep.
you make $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, no,
And in
sounds
this
good.
economy, $2 million is not a lot of money.
You
Neither
right.
is 5,000.
Neither is 5.
I'm taking my
Neither is 5,000, but you're gonna get a one-time lump sum, but you'll get every single year you get $1 million a year.
5,000.
So if you survive 5 years, you made $5 million.
Y'all making less. Y'all
you
making
need-
less than $250,000 a year.
I'm not doing this with you. Like I said,
I'm confident. I'm confident in my ability to take $2 million and turn it into a lot more money.
a lot of
A
people
lot
think
faster.
they
I
are
have a-
until
I have
they
a- I have a-
actually
Okay, but
I have
And
a
then,
lot
hey,
more
a
money.
lot
than
of
once
that.
people
again,
think like
I
that,
didn't
they
want to
mess
go
their
down
money
this
up.
rabbit hole. I did
I
not.
can
wanna go
invest
down
$2
this
million
rabbit hole.
And
safely
that's why I left it alone. I'm trying to leave
and
it
make
alone.
more than
Prinsky, push
$5,000 a
me
week.
You can't do
I'm
it
taking
safely.
my 5 bands a week, bro. Sorry.
You're not gonna safely invest $2 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Iverson on this one.
I
I'm
done-
playing Iverson.
All I
What?
know is I done seen people take 2 million and turn it into 20 way faster than I ever seen somebody take 20,000 and turn it into 2 million
Hey,
over and over again.
okay.
I'm taking
Well,
my
yeah.
5 bands a week.
What are you buying into?
So
Energy.
if you don't, man, this is literally the perfect. If a person can't live off 5K weekly, then they don't need it. Plain and simple.
Man, it's probably people that it's probably so many people that's not living off 5K weekly that don't need it.
There's
I'm
some
glad-
people
What?
not making 5K in a month.
I
That's
did.
what I'm
saying.
Man.
Y'all
I know.
tripping, bro.
$1,000
5K a
a
week.
week, and they
5K
survive.
a week. I'm chilling, bro. I'm
Hey,
going
you
wherever
not
I
chilling,
want.
bro. You not
I'm going
chilling.
5
You
bands a
not
week.
chilling.
I'm going wherever I want. I'm doing whatever I want to do. 5 bands.
That's not
No,
chilling.
no, you're not.
I'm doing whatever I want. 5 bands a week. Y'all tripping.
No, you're not.
5 bands a
No,
week.
No, you're not.
Five bands a week. That 5
Shit.
bands a week. He can
Hey,
live in a half. He can
Hey,
live
bro,
in a $500,000
y'all just
house.
don't know how. Hey, your boy
It's
do a
gonna-
lot of shit. 5
it's-
bands a week, though.
It's
$5
gonna
I'm
take-
bands a
doing what I
week.
want to do right now.
$20,000 a
5 bands
month.
a week,
He can
man.
live in a
get outta here.
$500,000
Get outta here,
$500,000
bro.
house, and a $500,000
Get outta here.
house won't cost you but around
Get out of here, man.
5
5
Okay.
bands a week. I'm doing what I want, bro. I'm
Think
going
about
where
this,
I
bro.
want to go. I'm flying
Think
where I
about
want. Man, y'all tripping.
Think
I
about
knew
this.
y'all was gonna go
It's a
down there.
vacation
take-
every week.
It's gonna take me 1 day to be debt free. How long
5
is it
bands a
gonna
week.
take
I'm
you
going wherever
to
the hell I
be debt
want.
free at 5 bands
Hey.
a week?
I'm going wherever I
It's
It's
gonna
want.
gonna
take
take you
that.
1
Okay.
day.
You gonna
to
pay
pay
off
off
Take
all
that
your
every
debt.
6 months to pay off Tuskegee student loan.
Congratulations. You gonna
I
pay
ain't
off
even,
all
hey,
your
I'm
debt.
still not paying that shit off.
It's gonna take
I
me
ain't
6
even
months to
worried
pay
about
off Tuskegee
student
student loan.
I ain't even worried about the student loan. I'm doing what I want to do. You think I'm gonna take my $2 million
Oh,
and
them
take
folks-
and
Oh,
pay
yeah,
that
they
shit
gonna get-
off?
they gonna
No,
garnish
I'm not.
The Haven gonna get garnished for 5 bands a week.
Shit, hey, I-
I'm not-
hey,
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 look,
I'm not letting
hey,
he
hey.
telling you exactly why he
Haven
was
ain't
there.
paying none of that student loan
See,
shit off.
you see exactly why
Hey,
5,000
I
a
can
week
get
don't work.
$2 million tomorrow, and I'm calling Navient, Sally Mae, and I'm telling them, push that payment back.
The crazy,
That's why
the
5,000
crazy,
You see what
crazy
I'm
part
saying?
about it, man. The crazy part about it, a lot of folks don't pay attention to. If you take that money with the average young person, now I can see you was in your late 40s and 50. You're gonna take that money and then you're gonna try to invest, try to sit on it. But the average young person get that money. The young people, first thing they buy when they get money is cars.
Oh no, that's why you
Hey,
said
cars
me.
would keep niggas middle class.
I'm old enough to know what to do with $2 million.
They're gonna run out and buy a car. They're gonna get the car they want, they're gonna get the chick they always wanted, and that chick gonna suck all the fun. So by the time you even blink your eye, you're gonna be broke.
That's what Jason gonna do.
Oh no, I'm buying drugs. I ain't never.
Okay.
Listen, I ain't never. Did
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely gonna end this one.
I ain't never had a drink. I ain't never smoked nothing in my entire life.
Controversy, ladies.
Crack.
Everybody,
Heroin.
shout out your channel. Appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate you coming through.
That one of them that's one of them did it. That's one of them run did it run moments.
Haven.
Well, Jason, I'm
I'ma
gonna
start
find
with
you,
you.
bro.
I'm starting with the Haven. Go ahead.
You already know it's shout out to my daughter in the back that's just going crazy. My little baby girl that. But hey, it's your boy. You already know what's going on, man. Follow me on all major platforms at DJ Ghost Plato. Also, I got my The Haven More Instagram that I just started just for my peoples. Just for my peoples. If I know you, you can follow me.
What's happening, people? Hold on. Yeah. However that worked. Imagery. You can follow me, the same photo imagery on all platforms, man. Another episode down. It was a pleasure talking with the guys, man. Shout out to my boy Jason down there, because he knew how to turn 2 into 4 and 4 into 4. But yeah, that's it for me this week, man. Next week, catch me here. I may have some things that I don't like next week. I think I might.
And that's what we need to get back to, man, because I really did enjoy that segment.
But yeah, I think we might bring that back next week.
At least one, at least at the minimum 3 each week.
Without the drugs.
Yeah.
Without the drugs. Coach Carl.
Hey man, Coach Carl, man, it's Coach KD Taylor on Twitter. Yeah, on the block with Sports Talk with Coach Carl on YouTube. Appreciate the invite, Brinsky. Y'all gentlemen are really, really funny. I like this, man. They keep it rolling with Dr. Drugs. Because I actually teach at the school, so it can't be talking about drugs on live. Get me fired.
We do not condone this here.
No, sir. No, sir.
Roll Tide, everybody. Hey, I'm Piano Man. You can find me on YouTube at Piano Man 61. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to just 50 for the starting, so I can go live and chop it up with you guys as much as I can. So please, Piano Man 61 at YouTube, and get me up to 50 subscribers, and we can start going live. And then if you catch me on Twitter, I'm Music and Sports Guy. And so just looking forward to hanging out with you. Roll Tide.
Yes, sir.
Now, just for the record, just for the record, I've never done drugs. I've never had one alcoholic beverage in my life, or I've never done nothing. But I would if I had the right amount of money. I'm just putting it out. But yeah, you can follow your boy on Twitter at Crowd Noise Jaywalk. You can find me in section 112 at the Atlanta Dream games. I have the entire section by myself. So if y'all want to come through. We just set a record the other day. We had 42 people at the game. Y'all be easy, man. I appreciate Prince for letting me come on here.
Hey, bro, you literally put Atlanta Dream record attendance for these. Man, you are silly, man.
Atlanta Dreams, ain't it?
Bro, we end up on Shade Room or anything. Hey, man, that's all him. Make sure it's not me. It's him.
How many snow cones you sold that night?
Is over.
How many snow cones were sold?
How many snow cones you sold that night, Jay?
OPs.
Just a hint that the Atlanta Dreams start playing already.
I know, but
every week, Coach Carl. It's Atlanta Dream every week, even in the off season.
I got you. I'm coming over there one day next week. Probably next weekend to check on my granddad. I'm gonna stop by a game.
I give you the key. Let yourself in.
Man, as always, I'm Rescue Shaw by the Shaw Shooters Podcast, man. Oh man, shout out to everybody that's on here. DeHaven, Jason, Tez, Coach Carr, Piano Man. Also shout out to Arlon and Quint. The boys ain't been on the show in a minute, man. They need to get back on here, but they doing great things in this world. Make sure you get everybody. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. Definitely appreciate it. If you follow me on Twitter, that's my Twitter account, B_sharp. Be really engaged on there. Appreciate everybody y'all supporting. Trying to get we on the road to 700 subscribers. Appreciate Miss Janet for being in here tonight. Always a great supporter. Love you. Shout out to Jason Jackson showing support, man. Appreciate you, man. Subscribe to the channel, brother. Bishop coming up in here late. Big Sooners fan right here. Appreciate you, brother. And as always, man, shout out to all the subscribers. We on our way to 1,000. Let's keep it going. And as always, we didn't make the playoffs. We didn't make the college football playoffs this year. Love you too, Miss Janet. But we didn't make the college football playoffs this year. But it's all good. But Auburn didn't make it to a bowl game. God is good. F Auburn.
Amen.
F
Hallelujah.
Auburn. Roll damn tide.